Hi, my name is Rayanne from Minding My Books, your QuickBooks solution partner. Today, I'll show you how to import sales orders into QuickBooks Enterprise using an easy and cost-effective solution. Do you receive orders from e-commerce sites such as Shopify, Amazon, eBay, or Etsy, to name a few? Or maybe you use Lightspeed or Shopify Point of Sale. There are third-party integrations that will sync directly with QuickBooks Enterprise. But sometimes those solutions cost more than what they're worth for what my clients need. I have another solution for you. This tutorial will go through the steps to import sales orders or invoices into QuickBooks Enterprise. Since QuickBooks does not have a direct import function for sales orders or invoices, we'll walk through how to import sales orders using an inexpensive third-party software called SaasAnt. I will provide a link to purchase the software if you think this is a good solution for you. Steps to import sales orders into QuickBooks Enterprise. Follow these 5 steps to import your sales orders into QuickBooks Enterprise. Step 1. Prepare your sales order for import. Before importing, follow these steps to prepare for your import. First, you will need to export or copy and paste your sales orders into an Excel or CSV format. It doesn't have to be only for sales orders. There are sample templates for invoices and sales receipts as well. We have provided a sales order template to be used for the import. We marked required fields in red along with any character limitations in each field. To demonstrate, I will open my sales order Excel sheet exported from my point of sale system. Enter or copy and paste the sales order number in the sales order number field. This field allows a maximum length of 11 characters. I will copy and paste the customer's name. Notice how my customer's name is Dunnings Pool Depot Incorporated. My job name is Middleton Store, number 954. Notice there is a colon in between to separate the parent name with the job name. Make sure your customer list is already set up, or you will receive an error if you set your import settings to automatically create the customer. It will go through as a new customer. This field allows a maximum length of 41 characters and is a required field. You can also use lookup configured within the import settings. Next, enter the sales order date. Double check your import settings to make sure the date format is the same or make any adjustments as needed. Enter the due date if that applies to you. I will delete that column. Enter the terms if desired. Keep in mind that if you do not have the terms already added into QuickBooks and they don't match perfectly, you will get an error. Next, you can enter your shipping and billing address. You will only need to enter your shipping and billing address if it's a new customer and hasn't been set up yet. I already have this customer set up, so I will delete these columns. Copy and paste your sales rep and shipping method if that applies to you. Again, if your sales rep is not currently entered in QuickBooks, you will receive an error. You can paste any memos for the memo field along with the preferred message to the customer. The message to customers should have been added to QuickBooks before it will import in. Next, I would delete the first and last name, email, phone, fax, and class unless you didn't create the customer first. Next, enter the product or service item. I will post all the items now. Make sure your items are already entered into QuickBooks and that they match the items you enter on the screen. This is a required field with 31 characters allowed for each the product parent name and item name. You can also use lookup configured within the import settings. Next, enter the quantity of your items in the product service quantity field. Also, you can enter a product service rate or a product service amount. I am going to paste the amount from my screen and delete the rate column. I will delete the inventory site and bin locations since I don't use them at this stage. I will delete the product service date since I don't use that field. Enter anything in the other field if you want to use them as custom fields. Keep in mind that these fields are not for reporting purposes. I would create a custom field instead, and you can paste that information on the spreadsheet and import into QuickBooks. You can delete the sales tax code, taxable, because that was added when you created your items. The only time you would want this is if you allow the system to create a new item as well. My suggestion is to set up all your items ahead of time. I'm going to delete the rest of these fields because this information should already be set up within the system. The last step for this section is to save your file. Step 2. Set up SaasAnt to import your file. Our next step is to set up and connect SaasAnt to QuickBooks. If you haven't already, open up your QuickBooks Enterprise company file that you want the sales order transactions imported into. Next, make sure SaasAnt is downloaded on your computer. If you haven't yet, purchase the software through my link below. Pin the shortcut to your computer. Click on the shortcut to open SaasAnt. Your choices with SaasAnt is to import, export, or delete your QuickBooks information. We will choose import. The first time you import into the company file, you will need to allow SaasAnt access. You can choose to have this pop-up appear every time or whenever the file is open, or always allow access. Make your choice to continue. I will choose whenever the company file is open. Click Continue. Choose Confirm to finalize. Step 3. Choose your file for import. Next, choose your QuickBooks transaction type and spreadsheet you would like to import. Next, select QuickBooks transaction type as sales order. In the Select Your File field, we need to bring in our spreadsheet to map. Browse to find your file from your local computer folder. I will choose our saved file. Step 4, map data for QuickBooks import. Next, we need to map our spreadsheet columns with SaasAnt first. Set up the mapping of the file columns to correspond to each QuickBooks field. This step will be automated for you if you use the SaasAnt template file. For fields that we deleted, that will remain blank in the box. If you need to change the import type or file, choose the back button. You can add or save the mapping as a template for other sales order imports. Once that is completed, click Next. Step 5, review, import, and verify. The next step is to review and import your map fields for accuracy. Let's review your data file in the Review grid screen. Go back to make any changes as needed. Select Import Settings to review your preferences. Under the tab Customer, Vendor, Employee, we have chosen to create a customer automatically if it's not found in the list. Under Miscellaneous, make sure Process Each File Line Separately is turned off. If that preference is enabled, you will see each line transaction as its own sales order. Click Save once finished. I suggest to try one sales order before importing all line transactions. If everything looks good, select Send to QuickBooks. You will either see a green QuickBook logo next to each row, or if there are errors, they will show on your screen. Your screen will also show the number of total rows in the import and how many succeeded and how many failed. Let's go into our QuickBooks company file and locate a sales order for accuracy. If you made a mistake, you could click on the Undo button and delete your import, then start all over again. The sales order looks good to me. I can go back and choose the file again to import the rest of the sales orders. Here are Ray's tips for success. Always review the import settings so they are set up to your specific needs. Just test one sales order and check for accuracy before importing everything. Make sure classes, terms, sales reps are set up before importing them into QuickBooks. For example, you have a sales rep with the initial CJ. Make sure CJ is set up in QuickBooks before the import. The great thing about SaasAnt is if you make a mistake, you can always undo or delete to start over, so mistakes are not permanent. How great is that? Many of my clients use SaasAnt on an ongoing basis to import sales orders from web stores or customers. Are you ready to give it a try? Check out my link below to purchase SaasAnt and start importing today. If you want to talk about your software options, schedule your free consultation with me. We will talk about your current software processes and what is the best solution for your specific needs. Thank you for watching. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more QuickBooks Enterprise tips and training.